knows the least.
The guy knows more about chess than everybody else on the planet. Gukesh is going to have to go with what works best for him, where he feels most comfortable, and Magnus could switch up and play literally anything.
Philidor, Perk,
You name it.
Sicilian, Berlin. I mean, he's all over the map.
It's impossible to guess what he might play, although E5 has been standard for him in this event so far. Note, Magnus wants no draw. I mean, he knows.
No Berlin.
Right, no Berlin on the board. He wants to keep this game going. Outplay me, young man, is what Magnus is thinking. And let's see what happens on a toe-to-toe battle.
And I was about to say, if you're ever going to play the best chess of your life, today,
Let's do it.
with 3 points up for grabs on each and every game, this is the time that you really want to bring your best. By the way, D2, D3. This move has been kind of, much to my great surprise, everybody used to play C2, C3 in those positions and do anti-martial, if you will. But these days, I'm really amazed to see that D2, D3 has become a top move at the very highest levels, and Rookie 1. So we have a very typical, if you want to say, Rui Lopez, and we're so happy that spectators are being allowed into the playing hall, but at the same time, they bring a lot of noise. You gotta warn them, making sure nobody brings any devices.
Sure, but these guys are starting to get used to that in their careers. They've played a number of events with the crowds and increasing noise.
Absolutely. C2, C3 on the board. That basically sidesteps an issue of knight A5 when the bishop has no convenient retreat. Bishop B7. Expecting knight D2 in this moment. All very, very standard. The idea here is to shift the knight to the G3 square before undergoing central expansion.
And Magnus, of course, has played these positions hundreds, if not thousands of times when you add in blitz and rapid. So his experience level in this is just off the chart, ginormous. And he will be playing with subtlety, knowing exactly how to defend. The youngster, he is the world he's the world champion.
World champion.
He's not the world number one. He's the world champion and looking to rise as he's been playing very well of late, coming off the European Cup tournament.
Double gold medal.
So he is definitely someone who has a touch on the field himself. But Magnus was playing chess before this young man was born.
I was going to
advantage. Ever since Magnus has used it as a linchpin for aggression, opening up the game with C6, and Gukesh has been suffering and now down on the clock as well.
Yeah, Magnus grabbing hold of that advantage and refusing to let go at this point. A reminder to everybody at home, it's 3 points at stake for a win here. Only 1 point apiece in the case of a draw. So the players would be effectively sacrificing a point if they end up in that draw. But at this point, maybe that's what Gukesh is hoping for.
And
while
there
Magnus,
it is.
Yeah,
Knight is on H1. Sorry, the Knight. This
Nimzovich.
Nimzovich,
like knights on H1.
No,
You
but
should
we
be very
don't.
happy.
No, we definitely don't like this. And here comes Magnus looking to undermine the blockaders again. My system. But
I was about to say the move rook b1 sure looked attractive.
But look at that last move. He played G3. That knight on H1 is crying right now. The other game, by the way, is dead even. We don't expect anything to happen there. But that knight on H1, it's in tears.
Pathetic. Just a pathetic knight. No ifs, ands, or buts about that knight. That knight is just crying. Magnus is completely taking over. Queen e4.
take us 3 moves to get that knight unlocked, right?
Oh,
and that's assuming no moves from Magnus.
Exactly.
Removing our F3 knight to D2, then the pawn push. Now the knight can finally breathe a bit.
But that
Sorry,
last
this is
move
resigning.
This
This
is
is
just
terrible now.
Terrible.
How do you defend your rook?
Exactly.
Actually, how do you even physically defend your rook?
If I go queen e1, rook b1 hurts. Remember that bishop trolls the diagonal, so you can't even play rook c1. If I trade, give me your queen.
Well, we do have rook takes at least.
But then the
now
question
that
is,
he's got
10
9
seconds.
seconds of misery.
Magnus is
remaining.
winning. There it is. What a beautiful game by Magnus.
Wow.
Congratulations to our tournament leader. We're going to switch.